Now the topic before us is, if a country's currency gets stronger, does it become easier to pay back foreign debt? Why or why not? Currency appreciation has a significant impact on foreign debt, and it is a positive one for borrowers. What it means? When the currency of a country appreciates, the value of the currency of that country increases in comparison to foreign currencies. We understand the same with the help of an example. Suppose a company borrows 1 million US dollars for purchasing certain equipments. Suppose the value of 1 US dollar is equal to 83 Indian rupee. INR is the currency of India. So, what is the loan which has been availed by a company or the government of India? It is, say, if the current value of the loan in Indian rupee is $83 million Indian rupee. This is the loan, present day, the value of loan which has been availed by the government of India or any company in India. If Indian rupee weakens, suppose rupee weakens and say it becomes is equal to 90 Indian rupee becomes equal to 1 US dollar. So, what is the situation? So, if the company or government of India wants to pay back the loan, they will have to pay more, because earlier if they were to return, they would likely to have paid 83 million Indian rupee plus interest after adjustment or something like that. But when the rupee has weakened, if the Indian company or the Indian government wants to repay the loan, it will have to pay more, say approximately $90 million, 90 million Indian rupees. So more will have to be paid by the Indian company to pay back the loan. But if the rupee appreciates, what is the scenario? Suppose if after appreciation 1 US dollar is equal to 80 Indian rupee, that is the Indian rupee has appreciated. So after appreciation, the Indian company will have to pay less to repay the debt. Now, when the rupee has appreciated, there is a difference of 3 million Indian rupee, or some adjustments may be there in the shape of interest. So less will have to be paid. So this difference in the amount leaves resources or financial resources for the government to use that funds for infrastructure or some other development or some social security measures. Now, what is the impact of this appreciation on the impact of currency appreciation also depends on the size of debt. If you have taken large debt, then even a minor appreciation will result into huge savings for you. If there is large debt, then even a minor appreciation will result into large savings. It is important to remember that currency appreciation is a double-edged sword. On one side, it is beneficial for the borrowers, as they will have to pay less to repay the debt. But at the same time, it adversely affects the exporters of the appreciating country, because exports become more expensive for the foreign buyers. Now the topic before us is whether central bank intervenes in currency appreciation. Now the answer is generally the central bank do not intervene. Generally, the central bank is oftenly concerned with currency depreciation, that the currency of that country should not depreciate. However, if there is excessive currency depreciation, excessive currency appreciation, the central bank intervenes if there is excessive currency appreciation. Then why do they intervene in case of excessive currency appreciation? To protect their exporters, because to protect exporters, because when the currency of a country appreciates, the exporting goods become expensive for the foreign buyers. So the exports of that country are adversely affected, and it also results into the job losses of the sectors involved in exports. So to protect exporters, central bank do intervene in case of excessive appreciation. They also intervene to maintain competitiveness, export competitiveness in the global market. To remain competitive in the export market, they intervene. Now the question is, how do they intervene? They intervene by selling domestic currency. When the currency has excessively appreciated, the central bank of that country sells the domestic currency, and the supply of domestic currency increases in the market, and so the value of that currency reduces. Excessive depreciation is offset. The central bank may also purchase foreign exchange reserves. So when the central bank purchases the foreign exchange reserves or foreign exchanges, foreign currency is purchased by the central bank, it reduces the availability of foreign currency in the market, and it indirectly reduces the value of domestic currency, because the foreign currency becomes more valuable. The foreign currency is being purchased by the central bank, foreign currency becomes more valuable, and it indirectly affects the value of the domestic currency. It is not that intervention by the central bank is easy, because the foreign exchange market is very vast, and large scale intervention by the central bank may be very costly, and the central bank may not be always successful, because its forex market is very vast and complex. Further, if there is large scale intervention by the central bank in the forex market, then it may give signal to the market that the central bank is losing confidence in its domestic currency. If the central bank is purchasing currency, its own currency, in large bulk, then it may send signal to the others that it is if the central bank is purchasing foreign currency, then the investor from the other countries may feel that the central bank is losing confidence in its own currency, and it may adversely affect the value of the domestic currency. Overall, the central bank has many tools to manage the currency appreciation. It is a very delicate act and it has its own challenges. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.